What's going on? Welcome back to a brand new video today. In this one, I'm going to be taking you through 3 secrets to scaling profitable Facebook ads. But just before we jump in the video today, if you are new around here, it'd be great if you can hit that subscribe button and drop a comment down below of your biggest takeaway when you get to the end. Hopefully you enjoy it, and let's jump into the flip chart. Okay then guys, so we are here in front of the flip chart again. I did a sort of teaching like this a couple of episodes ago, and you all seemed to really like it. The feedback was great. You said it was kind of well presented and helped you learn a bit more about Facebook ads. So I've gone ahead and done this again, but this time today, I'm going to be talking to you about my 3 scaling secrets for Facebook advertising. Now, obviously there's 3 steps here. These things aren't necessarily done in order. You don't have to do this, then that. They very much sort of work together in synergy. And I'm talking here about really scaling. I'm not just talking about maybe going from 2 grand a month in ad spend to 3 grand a month. I'm talking about as you really want to get the bang for your buck, scale to 10 grand a month in ad spend, 50, 100 grand, 7 figures a year in ad spend. These are going to be the things that really add up and allow for that scale, okay? So the first secret here, and this is talked about all the time in marketing. And the first time I heard this, I was like, I kind of didn't take it too seriously, but trust me, it is so important to know your customer avatar or to know your client's customer avatar. And essentially what a customer avatar is essentially just refining their ideal customer. Obviously, if you work with a client that already has run ads before, maybe they're already a successful company, maybe they've tried Google ads, and they know down to a T that their ideal customer is a man aged 45 to 55 who has an interest in XYZ. That data is going to be essential when running ads for your clients, because you're going to then know that, well, if that's your ideal customer on Google, it's probably going to be the same person on Facebook. So the more information and data you can have about your customer or your client's customers, the better. And obviously the more information you have helps with the targeting. So if you know your ideal customer is a man aged 45 to 55 with certain interests, you can then obviously target that on Facebook. And that means you're going to lower your cost per acquisition of a customer and increase your ROAS, because you're not spending wasted time and money testing a million different audiences in the beginning just to show it to people who aren't going to buy. So it's really important to understand, and the way, as I put here, is data is understanding. So the best way to find out this information for your clients is to just ask them, okay? So whenever I take on a client in my onboarding process, I have a big long list, and if you want me to share them with you, I can maybe do that in another episode, so let me know down below. But I have probably, 20 questions, 15 to 20 questions that I ask my clients about their customer. This is everything from their age, their interests, their behavioral habits, little things as well, like their lingo, the way they talk. I want to find out everything I can about their ideal customer. So because the more I know how to talk to them, the more I know what to search for, what behaviors to target, what interests to target, right? So that's going to be an essential part of scaling, really knowing your client's customer and really knowing your own customer, okay? It's going to be absolutely essential. The second part to scaling is lookalike audiences. Now, lookalike audiences are absolutely amazing at scale because, and they are built off of custom audiences that you already have. So an example of this would be, let's say you had an email list of 10,000 buyers. You could upload that email list as a custom audience and then create a lookalike audience off of that custom audience, meaning it will take all the data points, it will take all the information from that custom audiences or that custom audience of your buyers and create an audience of people who look exactly like that. Now, the best thing about that is it's going to allow you to reach more people, because if you upload a custom audience, for example, a custom audience is going to be an audience that you already have. So buyers, people that added to cart, maybe it's a email list, okay? Maybe it's people that viewed a video or something. That's going to be a custom audience that have already engaged with your business. A lookalike audience are people who look like that but haven't engaged with your business. So that's why it's going to allow you to reach more users and it's going to allow you to scale, because essentially you're going to be able to target cold traffic, people who don't know about you, don't know about your client's business, but they're going to look exactly like the people who have already engaged, already purchased from your client. So as mentioned, it's going to allow you to reach more people, And it has huge scale, okay? Because you're able to create a lookalike audience in USA, then you could scale into different countries. So you could go into the UK, you could create a 1% lookalike audience of people in Canada, whatever it may be, okay? And you can really start to scale this far. As mentioned as well, this has a lot more scale than custom audiences because, great, you might have a custom audience of people who added to cart in the last 30 days. And even if that's like 10,000 people, great, you might be able to retarget, get some really high ROAS, but you can't really scale because the number's still 10,000 people. You still have 10,000 add to carts. You can't make that 11 from custom audiences because the custom audience is that size because it's happened, right? A lookalike, on the other hand, people that look like that. So essentially the scale is infinite. It can be in the millions and millions of people. And the more data points you have, the better. So, and what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna make an individual video on each different section in more detail, but the more data points you have for lookalike audiences, the better. So just to give you an example, let's say you have 100 buyers on an email list and you upload that email list and you create a lookalike audience based off of that. Now, you only have 100 buyers. So what Facebook's going to do, it's going to take all the information it can from those buyers and try and match up different data points. So that might be interests, that might be behaviors, that might be age, it might be sex, it might be demographic, location, whatever. It's going to try and match up as many data points as possible. And obviously it's going to find people that look like that. Let's say you have, rather than an email list of say 100, let's say you have an email list of 100,000 buyers. There's going to be more data points. Facebook's really going to be able to find as many different data points as possible, match up more things, and the lookalike audience you create are going to be even closer to your perfect buyer or your perfect customer. So obviously the more data points you have, the bigger the custom audience, the better the quality of the custom audience, meaning obviously 100,000 buyers is going to be a lot better than 100,000 people who watched a video or 100,000 people that added to cart, okay? So that's really essential. But as mentioned, I'm going to do a whole video probably on lookalike audience in more detail, even giving you some examples of the type of lookalike audiences you can create. So that's going to, again, really, really help for scale. And what's going to happen as well, like when you really start to make money for your clients, you're going to probably completely scrap, for the most part, interest targeting, and you're going to build all of your scale and all of your campaigns built off of lookalike audiences, all right? Really, really powerful. They're probably the most important thing when it comes to scaling, in all honesty. Now, the third and final secret down here for scaling is going to be increasing the lifetime value and your customer lifetime value, all right? Now, what do I mean by LTV and lifetime value? So let's say you have a customer and they buy one product at $100, all right? You then have another customer that comes and they might buy 2 products or 3 products and spend $300, $400. Obviously, you want to get your customers to spend as much money with you as possible. And the more money they spend with you, the more the lifetime value of your customer is. Meaning, in an ideal world, a customer will buy again and again and again. So if you spend, I don't know, $50 to acquire a customer and they buy from you once, cool. You sell something for $100, you make $50 profit. But what about if that $50 in ad spend leads to a customer that buys again and again and again and again? That means your lifetime value is going to increase, it's going to increase the ROAS, you're going to make more money per customer, make more money overall. This is a really great way to scale because obviously you want to increase the lifetime value of your customer, but you also want to try and increase the AOV, which is average order value, meaning when somebody checks out on your product, maybe they spend $50, but then maybe they get an upsell, or maybe they get cross-selled, or maybe you set up like a post-purchase funnel. So you actually target people who've already bought from you and retarget them different products. Let's say it's an e-commerce store that sells clothes and you have a new launch. You could target all your current customers and put them in a post-purchase funnel and say, you bought this before. If you like that, you're going to love this. So getting your current customers to spend more money with you is a really great way to scale. And what I found as well, and this is basic marketing, is somebody that's pulled their credit card out for you and spent money with you are a lot more likely to spend money with you again, all right? So it's going to be a lot easier to get sales here than it is to just get sales on a cold audience because they've already spent money with you. Hopefully they like your product. They've got their credit card and they'll probably get their credit card out again, all right? So a way to do this, a really good way, is cross-sells and upsells here. And they're very, very similar. An example here of a cross-sell would be something like on Amazon. So before you check out, let's say you buy something like this trusty flip chart here, it might say something like, look, frequently bought with this flip chart is pens, okay? So that's a cross-sell. And an upsell is something like, you buy a product, and after you've got your credit card out, after you've purchased the product, you get like an option to buy this for a one-time offer of an extra $20. So that's an upsell. You buy something, it upsells you afterwards. A cross-sell is normally something before you've checked out, frequently purchased with the flip chart is these pens, for example, all right? But again, what that's gonna do, that's gonna increase your average order value, because rather than just spending $50, they may add an additional $20, $30 worth of products to their cart. It's gonna increase the average order value, it's going to increase the ROAS, going to increase revenue, all right? And at that point as well, what's really important to note, if you've spent $10 on an ad to get somebody to purchase, great. But then let's say they buy $50 worth of products. Great, 5x ROAS. But then, let's say they go and add another $30 worth of products. That's cost you no additional ad spend, but the ROAS is increased, the revenue's increased. So it's really, really powerful. Another thing you can do as well when you have with your current customers is you want to capture customer info, because then what you can do is you can maybe capture their email address, their phone number. You can put them in an email sequence. You can send them out emails about up and coming products, future products. You can then use that email list again, and if you want to, re-upload that as a customer file into your Facebook ads. There's so much you can do. So you want to capture the customer info. And put down here as well, repeat customers and hedonic value. So I've spoken about hedonic value before on this channel, and hedonic is just a Greek term for the word sweet. And essentially when you deal with customers, you want every single experience they have to be hedonic, right? You want from the second they know who you are, their first experience from you, to their experience on your website, to their experience when they purchase, to the ad, to the customer service. You want everything to be really, really good, okay? You want your company's or your client's company's hedonic value to be really great. So, the better that is, you're gonna get more repeat customers. If you're able to offer a really great, I know it would be your clients, but if your clients offer a really great service, obviously, and a great product, they're gonna come back again and again and again. So when you run an ad to a customer list of previous purchasers, they're going to be more likely to buy. It's really easy to get repeat customers when you've got a good hedonic value. And then finally, I've just put referrals, affiliates, and word of mouth. So if you get a customer through the door for your clients, they may refer somebody else. They may affiliate your products. If it's a really good product and service and you get a purchase on it, they may want to promote it to other people if they have an audience to get even more sales. And obviously, if it's something like a restaurant, they could obviously use word of mouth to promote that to other people, all right? So overall, these are three really important parts of scaling your Facebook ads. This stuff down here, it's not necessarily on you. So if you have a client, it's not up to you to create an upsell. It's not up to you to create a cross-sell. You can run ads that promote the upsell, that promote the cross-sell. You can, have a post-purchase funnel and help them with it. This is very much down to them. If they've got really bad products and really bad customer service, a lot of this stuff isn't going to be down to you. So that's why it is important to work with clients that you trust, work with businesses that you like and you believe in. But overall, these are absolutely essential when it comes to scaling your ad campaigns. Just to go over it one more time, you've got your customer avatar, lookalike audiences, and then increasing the lifetime value and average order value for your clients. So hopefully you found value in this video. Thank you very, very much for watching. Again, if you are not subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you don't miss another upload. And I will see you in the next video.